Hey guys, it's me, Mr. 250, and welcome back to 999. We're back in this room again just after we entered. We picked up a bunch of cards, as you can likely tell. Very odd cards, but apparently if we examine Junpei's card more, there's some interesting lines that go with it, along with if we're in different parts of the room. So I'm just going to run around and do that, and I don't know where the parts are in the room, so I'll just cut between whenever I find them. So let's begin. There's a pretty cool looking dude on this card. I can't take my eyes off it. Okay, let's, I feel enraptured. There's a pretty cool looking dude on this card. I just want to rub my face on it. There's a pretty cool looking dude on this card. I want to eat it. Okay, there's a pretty cool looking dude on this card. It belongs in a shrine. There's a pretty cool looking dude on this card. It belongs in a museum. There's a pretty cool looking dude on this card. I bet I could get quite a bit for this online. I bet you actually could. There's a pretty cool looking dude on this card. I feel kind of unfulfilled. My picture. Okay, let's see what other people say. Okay, back again. I can't seem to find any more dialogue with Junpei's card. Maybe there'll be more later. I'll check it periodically. But there's also dialogue for Clover and Seven, apparently, additional dialogue. So let's search those. This is Clover's card. You know, looking at this photo, she's kind of cute, isn't she? Huh? What's up? Oh, nothing. Nothing at all. Why does her smile make me feel cold? A card with Clover's picture on it. Alright, and here's the card with Seven's picture. This is Seven's card. If this is supposed to be a trading card, it's not a very good one. He looks like some kind of criminal. It looks like one of those photos you see on the bulletin board at police stations. This card has a picture of Seven on it. Okay. Alright, so I think I've seen all of the dialogue for the cards as of yet. I don't know if there's maybe dialogue for some other ones that I'm assuming there's more than just the ones we found so far. So let's keep looking. Now there's a small box, I can't click on that. There are 3 crates here, stacked up like stairs. If we climb up there, I think we can get over the fence. Junpei, think you could go take a look at that? Sorry, but no thanks. Why? I've got a bad feeling about it. Okay, fine. I'll go. Please be careful, Santa. Yeah. But just in case. Wait, what's he gonna do with that screw? I don't see what throwing a screw at a fence is. Whoa. Oh, it was electrified. And that's a battery down there, I bet. Well, thanks for testing that. This is... Oh, man. There's electricity running through that fence. Looks like it. Then we can't get to the other side. What is up with my audio? Doesn't it sound really quiet? Maybe that was just me. I don't know. Sorry. If you guys didn't hear any audio dropping or anything, then that might have just been my plugin. Sorry about that. Then we can't get to the other side. Well, we could jump off those crates, but we wouldn't be able to get back. Maybe there's an additional solution? Junpei, look at that crate over there. There's something on it, isn't there? Yeah, looks like a coffin. A coffin? Yeah, it seems kind of weird to find a coffin here, right? As if it's telling us to search here. We'll take a look at it later, I imagine. Maybe if we can disconnect the battery. Is that a battery? It looks like that's a battery, but maybe that's a small box down there. I wonder what's inside all these crates. Good question. There's a tall fence surrounding part of the cargo room. Apparently, there's a high voltage current running through the fence. I'm glad they tested it, because I really didn't even think about that. Okay, we got a card with not 7. With Santa on it. Man, the guy in this card is one good-looking guy. Way more class than that other chump. Hey, what's that supposed to mean? Huh? What's your problem? Didn't say I meant you, did I? Okay, probably no more dialogue for that. Now, I think this is the door we came in. Yeah, that's the steam engine room. There's nothing in the boxes. We already looked in that box. There's some sort of liquid in these barrels. I'm not sure what it is, however. Okay, oh, we already looked in that one. Now, what's this? Oh, this looks like something we're supposed to be doing something with. It's locked. We need the key. All the boxes have numbers on them. Do they? Oh! Ace bent down and picked up something that had been sitting next to the box. Junpei, take a look at this. Cards. Okay, there's a Lotus card. There's a picture of Lotus on this card. Man, her hair is ridiculous. It's like clay or something. Says the pot to the kettle. And another one? Or no, was that the only one? Okay. So what do we do with these? Well, we have 9 cards, so this is a card for each of us, isn't it? They had finally collected all 9 picture cards. All that remained was to insert the cards into the slots at the front of each box. Junpei stared at the cards in his hands. Ace peered over his shoulder at them. You know which card goes in which box, yes? Junpei gave him a look. Yeah. Of course I do. It's really obvious. You just match your numbers to the numbers on the boxes. So, for instance, the card with the picture of Ace on it goes into box 1. The card with the picture of Snake goes into box 2, and so on. Ah, I see. Junpei thought he might have imagined it, but he could have sworn Ace stiffened. Just then. Junpei heard a noise. Is it the same noise we heard last time? Yep, same noise. June, are you okay? She did not respond. Junpei spun back around to face Ace. I'm sorry, I gotta go check on her. You do the box thing, alright? Just put the cards in the boxes. I'm counting on you. It shouldn't be that hard, right? He shoved the cards into Ace's hands and ran off towards June. Are you alright? What happened? I'm assuming it's probably the same thing that happened last time. Junpei called out to her as he ran. As he arrived, June was climbing to her feet with Santa's help. I'm sorry. I'm fine. I just tripped. Don't give me that. Now's not the time. But it's true. I tripped over a box. Junpei put his palm on her forehead. Her temperature was much the same as it had been last time he checked. She wasn't hot, like she'd been before, but she was still warm. Her fever wasn't completely gone. I saw her fall. I think she really did just trip on something, you know? Junpei would have been more willing to agree if June hadn't needed quite so much help standing up. Still, to fall down like that, I think she's probably still a little messed up. June was doing her best to busy herself brushing dust off her dress. Her smile looked a little embarrassed, and her face was a bit flushed. But she did also look a great deal better than she had. Still... Alright, well, let's get out of here as fast as we can, so we can get you to a hospital. Oh, I don't think it's anything that serious. I just need a little medicine and some sleep, and I'll be fine. Medicine? Medicine, huh? Well, if we could get in touch with anyone outside, I'll bet Ace could swing that for you easy. Ace? Why? Huh? Don't you know? He's the president of a pharmaceutical company. Oh. Cradle Pharmaceutical. Now that's intriguing. Their flagship product is an anti-anesthetic drug called Sporophyll, which he injected himself with in that one room. Which is kind of interesting. Like, I guess that would make sense as to why he knew what the medicine was. But still, that's kind of interesting that he knew that was sporophyll. 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 Junpei couldn't shake the feeling that he'd heard about sporophyll before. You have, Junpei, you're an idiot. Santa continued. Sporophyll. Yep. Sporophyll is an anesthetic that is gaseous at room temperature, similar to nitrous oxide. It takes only a few seconds to spread, and even a small amount is very effective. For these reasons, it's found widespread acceptance with police and military forces in numerous countries. It was an effective crowd suppressant and room clear, and is practical, ethical, and humane. Developed 6 years prior, it was made from the extracts of several different roots. It became popular almost as soon as it was made public, with many governments placing large orders. Demand for sporophyll skyrocketed, and as it did, so did the stock of Cradle Pharmaceutical. Why do you know all this? Santa's information was interesting, but Junpei couldn't help but feel a little suspicious. Santa's reply was blunt and simple. I heard it from the old man himself. From Ace? When? By the number 4 door, at the central stairway. When we were searching the second class room. Remember how Snake, 7, and you went to door 5? I asked him what he did for a living, and he ran his own company. He said he ran his own company. After that, we just started talking, and I guess it just came up, you know? Are you worried about something? No, nothing. As he spoke, Junpei looked over towards Ace. He seemed to be having difficulty with the 9 boxes. What is he doing? He turned back to June and Santa. June, don't push yourself, alright? Yes. Santa, could you take care of her? Sure. He gave them both a short nod, then turned and headed towards Ace. What are you doing? Ace's back was to him as Junpei approached. The older man turned around to look at him. His face was pale and covered in sweat. What happened? Nothing. My vision has gotten rather blurry. I think perhaps because of fatigue. I can't see very well at the moment. What can't you see well? These pictures. Ace held the cards out to Junpei, splaying out in the shape of a fan. I don't care to admit it, but I may be developing presbyopia. Presbyopia? Growing old is a difficult thing. I was hoping they would tell us what it was. Okay, I'll go look it up. Hold on. Okay, so it's just a thing as you get older. I think it's at about 40 or so, where your eyes lose their elasticity, or your lenses of your eyes lose their elasticity, and it makes it difficult to focus on things that are close, apparently. He made the best attempt he could at a self-deprecating smile, but his face was flushed and his lips were pale and drawn. At any rate, I'll leave the rest to you. I'm feeling awful tired, so if you don't mind, I'd like to rest for a bit. He shoved the cards into Junpei's hands and walked quickly away. Junpei looked at him quizzically. How could simply looking at cards have tired him out? It is a little odd, and I think there's probably more to him than he's letting us know. Junpei looked down at the cards in his hands. All of the pictures were quite clear, and each person was easily recognizable. Was Ace's vision truly so bad? But if it wasn't, what had made him so uncomfortable? I don't know, the cards themselves made me a little uncomfortable. That was when Junpei remembered what he heard from Lotus much earlier. Prosopagnosia. Well, put simply, it means a condition where the mind can't distinguish between human faces. That's an idea. Maybe he does have that issue. In other words, my face would look the same as Clover's, or even yours. So they can't remember faces, which is how most people recognize each other. That means that people with prosopagnosia have trouble recognizing even people they're close to. And they usually recognize them by their clothes, but with a headshot like this, it might be a little harder. Maybe he's got prosopagnosia? Junpei took another look at Ace. He sat at the base of the stairs, looking quite depressed. It was reasonable, of course, that he'd feel that way. If he really did have that, there was no doubt it was a depressing and painful experience. Still, Junpei didn't feel like patting him on the shoulder and telling him everything would be alright would help that much. Still, Junpei felt perhaps it was best he keep Ace's condition to himself, at least for the time being. Oh well. Doing his best to clear his mind for the task at hand, he turned back towards the boxes. Oh, I just remembered something that I just wanted to say. I was looking at the intro again, and maybe I just didn't look at it good enough the first time, but it actually does look different. I think there's a scene in it where you see the mannequin science boy himself catching on fire, and I don't think that was in there before. I don't remember if it was, but I don't think it was, so I think that's what's different. And there might be another scene in there as well. Anyway, it was time to solve the puzzle of the 9 boxes. This doesn't look that hard. 9 cards with 9 pictures, in 9 boxes. Junpei stared at them for a moment, and then began. This really doesn't look that hard. Ace's card went into box number 1, then Snake's went into box 2, then Santa's went into box 3, Clover's card into box number 4, Junpei 5, June 6, 7, 7, Lotus 8, and finally the 9th man's card went into box number 9. As soon as he inserted all the cards, all 9 box lids popped open at once. He peered inside, and each box was a single pin. Ooh. They looked a little like sewing pins, but much thicker. Junpei collected them all quickly and shoved them into his pocket. So we got 9 pins. And what could they be used for, I wonder? Maybe, those things that look like headphone jacks that we said we saw? Maybe that's what they're for. In fact, let me just take a quick look at them, see what they say. These look kind of like pins you'd use for sewing. There are 9 of them in total, and they have numbers on them that run from 1 to 9. Well, there you go. Now we're going to go back up these stairs and try inserting the pins in here. There are 6 holes here, and it looks like the pins I just found would be perfect fit for them. The ones you found in the 9 boxes, right? Well, why don't you try it? Alright, let's see what happens. I think 2, 4, and 6 should go on the top part, and 3, 5, and 7 on the bottom part. Why? Sorry about that. Well, some of them lit up. Yeah, 3 and 6. I wonder if there's some kind of rule that determines which lights go on. Well, I put the 2, 4, and the 6 pins on the top part, and the 3, 5, and 7 on the bottom. Are these like digital roots? 2, 4, and 6 would make 12, which would be 3. Okay, yeah, so they're digital roots. You think maybe it's the digital root? Yep. The digital root, and that equals 12. The digital root of 12 is 3. Therefore, light 3 turns on. The digital root of 15 is 6. Therefore, light 6 turns on. Makes sense, right? I see. The lights that match the digital root of the pins inserted on the top and lower parts will light up. So that's how it works. Well, there's one other thing I'd like to check. Well, if he wants to try, he's certainly welcome to. So, he'd put the 1, 2, and 3 pins on the top and the 6, 7, 8 pins on the bottom. Oh! They turned off. Okay, the digital root of that is 3. Therefore, light 3 turns off. So it looks like it's not, what's the word? Like, you can take multiple tries, but if you enter the same number again, then it turns the light off. Therefore, light 6 turns off. I get it. If the digital root for the pins you insert is the same as the number of the lights that are lit, those lights turn off. Yeah, it looks like that's the trick. Alright, now we know how it works. You want to give it a try? Wait, you mean you know what we're supposed to do with these lights? Well, no, but I figure we could try and see if we can turn them all on, you know? I figure something's gotta happen if we can manage that. Turn on the lights, huh? Okay, Junpei, let's make sure we know how this works, alright? Yeah, I understand. We kind of went over this, like, really, really in detail, and now they're giving us even more detail. Uh-huh. Can you hear me here? Just tapping the DS. Alright, let's do it. Okay, so let's try for 1. So digital root of 1 would be 10. So let's try putting in 10, let's see, 5, 4, and 1. Oh, we need to do 2 for each time. Okay, what could give us a digital root of 2? 11 could. Okay, so 3, 6, and 2. Okay. Let's try for... I'm assuming something's going to happen where I don't have the ability to do 1 if I do it in a certain order. Let's try for 3. 12. Let's go for 12. That would be... We could do 2, 9, and 1. And for 4, we could do 13. Which, this will work. There we go, okay. 5, 14. I mean, if we just... This is the easiest way to do it, is 1, 9, and then whatever the number is. Okay, 16, or 15 would be 6. So 15 we could do... Okay, and then 7 and 8. We need 16 and 17. So 16 is easy enough. And then 17 we could do like this. That was easy enough. I mean, seriously. Oh. Okay. All the lights are on and the shutters opened up. Hey, does that mean... Yeah, we gotta do it again. Man, and I thought I was doing so well. Okay. Okay, so we've got 9 holes. And there's an F above them. I don't know what the F means, but I do know one thing. What's that? This time, there's 9 holes. So, we need to insert 9 pins. Man, that's boring. Well, why don't you just try it, alright? Okay. I'm assuming this isn't going to be nearly as easy as it seems. Okay. Is that it? Wait, do we have to do it in an order? Oh, F means 15. 15? Yeah, 15 in base 10 is F. Okay, I didn't think about hexadecimal. I keep forgetting about that. Alright, so how do we get... oh, I see. Is it asking for a digital root of 6? Because the digital root of 15 is 6. But if we add them... Wait. Let's just put in 15 and see what happens. That's 15. Oh wait, no, that's... It is 15. I don't know. Okay, let me try something else. Yep, I know. Let's give it one more shot. I'll give it one more shot, and if I can't find it, I'll have to look it up. So, 1, 3... No, that's 6. 10. That's 15. Okay, I'm gonna go look this up. Sorry, be right back. Junpei, do you know the sum of 10 plus 5? Yeah, it's 15. Do you really think I'm that much of an idiot? Alright, so what are the sums of 1 plus 9, 2 plus 8, 3 plus 7, and 4 plus 6? They're all 10. So if you put the 5 in the middle, what's the sum going to be for each of those? Well, if they're 10 right now, yeah, I think you've got it. I'll just let you figure the rest out. So that pops up if you fail it a few times. I thought I had it at one point, but I didn't. What it is, I think I think this is a little bit like Sudoku. A little bit. Maybe not exactly, but kind of like it. And as a bit of background, I cannot do Sudoku to save my life. I don't know what it is. It just doesn't click in my brain. So I just got a picture of it up here for me, for my reference. And what it's supposed to be... See, what I thought it was originally was that you had complementary numbers on either side of the... like, here. This is what it has to be. Let me show you. So, what I thought it was, you had supposed to have a 5 here, and then... you'd have a 4 here, and a 6 here, and then a 3 here, and I don't know, like a 7 here. I thought it was supposed to be complementary numbers, and no matter which way you sliced it, it would always end up being 15. That's not it, apparently. What it's supposed to be, from looking at this picture, is you don't even have to go through the middle, apparently, to make the number 15 is the idea, if you do it right. So I'm just going to do it as this picture has it here. There's a 1 here, an 8 here, 3 here, 4 here. I mean, I just think about it. Like, this is kind of crazy to have to think up, I'm just saying. I'm not good with these type of puzzles in particular. Let me close that picture. There we go, all pins inserted and all lights lit. We did it. The power's on now. It looks like there's electricity going to the monitor on the top now. Alright, let's see if we can activate the device on top. Oh, okay, sure. A green button, a red button, and a lever. I wonder what these do. I think this might help. What is this? Where did he find this? What is that? Where did you find it? I found it when you were messing around with the pinholes. It looks like instructions for this thing. Well, that's convenient. I'm glad we actually have instructions for once. According to what it says here, this thing's a remote control for that. That? Yeah, that. What's he pointing? Oh, the machine over there. Apparently it's called the Pushmaster 5000. Are you serious? Whatever. So, what are we supposed to do with the Pushmaster 5000? You see the coffin over there on top of the crates? Yeah. Don't you want to know what the deal is with it? I do. You want to check it out? Yeah. Alright, how do you think we're going to get there? Well, there were some crates on the right of that fence that someone piled up. Like stairs. Maybe if we make a path to the coffin from there. How would we do that? Line up the crates. I guess? Yeah, that sounds about right. I guess it's just another one of Zero's puzzles. Yeah. Anyway, let's give it a shot. Oh, looks like the Pushmaster 5000 runs off a battery. So to keep it from using up its energy too fast, it's been programmed so that it'll only start moving once its path has been completely programmed in. Alright. I'll keep that in mind. Okay, there we go. Let's take a look. You can move in 4 directions. You cannot move diagonally. If the Pushmaster 5000's move count exceeds the battery life, it will be reset. You cannot lift heavy objects. Start command, quit command, re-input command. Okay. Sure, how do we do it? Alright, let's give it a try. Sure thing. Just keep in mind that there's a limit on the battery, alright? The battery dies after 50 moves. At least, that's what it says in the manual. 50 moves, huh? Also, keep in mind that the Pushmaster 5000 can't move the heavy metal crates. Okay? Got it. So, block pushing puzzle, gotta be fun. Okay. So it looks like you can't push more than 2 at the same time, maybe. I mean, more than 1 at the same time, maybe? Okay. So our goal is to get that coffin to the bottom right, I believe. Okay. I think. Or maybe we have to maybe we have to fill all these yellow spaces, each with their own... Oh, I think I might have screwed myself over then. Let's reset that. No, that won't work either. Will it? Because it only pushes, it doesn't... Let's reset. It doesn't have the ability to do anything other than push. Like, it can't pull anything, is what I think. And it can't push more than one. Okay, good. That's good to know. Did I just get myself stuck? Okay, well, at least it's good to know how the puzzle kind of works. So let's retry this. Let's see. It's very straining on my mind. I think I might have just gotten everything stuck again. I'll be right back when I figure it out, and if I can't, I'll look it up along the way. Okay, I figured it out. It's just a simple little puzzle thing. It's not that hard to do. It's just you got to be careful not to screw it up. So one last push here, and we should have it. Okay, I'm done putting in the program. What do I do next? Just be quiet and watch. See, it's moving already. What is? Oh, so we programmed the mover, but we didn't actually move it yet. That would make sense. Awesome, the Pushmaster 5000 did just what I told it to, and lined up all the crates. Great, now we can reach the coffin. We just need to climb those crates over by the fence. And don't accidentally touch the fence. It's kind of tedious trying to get down here. Okay, there we go. Anything else of use over here? A fence. This gate must be where they move cargo in and out. Right now it's shut tight with a metal plate. There's a coffin sitting on the crate over there. Well, let's take a look at the coffin. Seems important enough. They walked slowly past the row of crates until they came to the coffin. They stopped and nodded to one another, and Junpei put his hand on the lid of the coffin. Mummy? What? Just kidding. He smirked heartfully at his own joke. Man, can you believe it? They used that sound effect too. I thought it was for real. Junpei grumbled and shook his head. Whatever, just open it. Junpei resisted the urge to remind Santa that he would have had it open a long time ago if Santa hadn't interrupted, and quickly threw off the lid of the coffin. They peered inside. A gun? Contrary to what they expected, the inside of the coffin was quite large. It was mostly empty, but not completely so. Laying on the bottom was a rusty key, and next to the key, a gold revolver. It's a gun. Yeah. A revolver. It looks pretty old. I wonder if this is a replica? Junpei reached down slowly and cautiously picked up the revolver. In his hand, it felt heavy. He checked the cylinder. There were 6 bullets. Oh. He'd never seen a real gun, or even a real bullet before. He couldn't tell if these were real or not. Now, I mean, I know it's not uncommon in America for that to be the case, but I know in Japan that guns really, the civilians don't really have them. It's more for military and for police. So maybe that has to do with this. Because personally for me, I've been around a lot of guns in my life, so I wouldn't have been so surprised as he was. The barrel was rifled, and nothing seemed to be blocking it. As Ace had said, the gun was very old. However, it appeared to have been well maintained. if it was a real gun, Junpei thought it would most likely function perfectly. If it was real, holding the gun made Junpei feel unpleasant. Carefully, he placed it back in the coffin. You're not gonna take it? Of course not. All something like this is gonna do is cause more trouble. It's a powerful weapon that gives one person a huge advantage. Something like that would be way too dangerous to have around. Weren't enough danger already. I don't know. I'm thinking when Clover asked you, it would have been nice to have a gun there. Yeah, I suppose you're right. Maybe Zero put this gun here, hoping something like that might happen. In other words, maybe he put it in here to make us fight each other. In that case, we should most certainly leave it here. I, for one, have no desire to let Zero control me. See, this just seems like somebody's gonna go missing at some point, and then they're gonna murder everyone. The others nodded. They had no desire to be under Zero's control either. Okay, we've got that figured out, but you aren't gonna leave that key in there, are you? Yeah, of course I'm not. Junpei picked up the rusty key and slid the top of the coffin back into place, the gun back where he'd found it. So we got a rusty key. A rusty key. Maybe I can use this on the door. That seems like the most likely solution. Now, we are out of time. In fact, we're probably over time. I know I took a lot of time on those puzzles, so I'm not sure if, how over time we are. But regardless, this is where we're going to stop. And next time we'll continue forward. If it follows the same trend as the number 1 room did, we went to 2 rooms and then we ended up having an ending. Not sure if it's going to happen here, but I mean, maybe this is just going to go longer. Maybe, I don't know. Could be more. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time for more 999. Bye!